All right. So what are these packs here? It's not amazing, any of these. Guess we could go for Typhoon. Training spec? Maybe missile spec? Let's go for Typhoon. Marksman's pretty bad though. This doesn't look good at all. Um, do we ever just go for the crawlers here? Do we ever go for fangs? Late fangs. Late fangs make sense, right? But the problem is chaff clear, right? What do we have to clear his chaff if he goes for crawlers? So it's a pretty big question. If he doesn't go for crawlers, we're pretty happy with just late fangs, right? But I think arclights also make sense because they're kind of good into a lot of this stuff. This is very tricky because we never go for this this marksman. The marksman takes care of the medium units. This kind of does a little bit of chaff clear. Do we need chaff? I think we need chaff clear, right? So let's try this chaffless build. How do we even set this up? Yeah, I kind of like this Dillo build here. I would have put this guy more in the middle, but all right, so he goes no chaff either. It's pretty good, I guess. What is this? Flying? Suppression shot? What is this? Suppression shot is the first tech? Is this guy memeing or like I didn't know that this was a thing. So range gets increased and it's attacks reduce the range, but does that even matter? Like it pretty much like two shots everything anyways. Who cares if the range is reduced, right? And plus I don't know. All right, I think we're going to be facing a player that's going to be playing Carry Void. So that means for us, we are probably going to be doing some kind of Mustang anti-air or Wasp anti-air is pretty good. Probably go Wasp anti-air here. Right. Does the Fangs do anything? Fangs do something. We do need some late chaff. Late chaff is good here, I think. Phantom Ray is even better though, but do we start 3 Phantom Rays right now, or do we get this? What else can we go for? 400, we cannot go for 2 Phantom Rays, so unfortunately, I think we have to take this. I don't want to take it, but it's, I mean, I know what you're thinking. Why would we say that we don't want to go Phantom Rays? But honestly, like, we could go for some 2 late chaffs. It's not horrible, and I also like tricking the opponent into thinking we're not going to go Phantom Rays. Like the Ray Master thing is just like a joke or something, it doesn't mean anything. You could just pretend that just pretend that there's, pretend that you didn't see anything about Ray Master or never heard of anything. I feel like when we go Phantom Rays round 3, or round 4, it's like, it's very deceptive. Hounds have the extinguishers, which is not amazing, but he doesn't have chaff. Alright, so he gets the Stormcrawler, so I'm glad we didn't go for the Fangs. It didn't even occur to me that we had to worry about the storms. Now the only thing is the Fangs, but I don't think the Fangs are going to be enough to deal with 3 packs of Phantom Rays. So it looks like our move was pretty much the best possible move. Which is kind of weird because most people, they don't build 3 Phantom Rays. Everyone's anti-Phantom Ray for some reason because it's a crappier version of like a Phoenix, but while I do agree that it's probably not as good as a Phoenix, it's you got to have some, in your build. go pure Phoenix, they could just go Fort AA, right? But when if you can threaten going carry Ray, then the Fort AA kind of dies. But okay, don't know what to do here. Don't need laser sights. Don't need anything. I mean, Phoenix could use a laser sight, but do we really need that? Just skip here. Just go more Phantom Rays and just see what he wants to do here. Late Fang's probably not good. Cloak would be interesting, but really, I think it's just time for more Phantom Rays here. I love games where all you do is just build Phantom Rays. All right, so he's going for this. He's going for this. Now, Void Eye 2800. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Does reduce the range, which is good. I think the Phantom Rays with less range are better than with higher range because their primary goal is to tank. So we want them to tank. And if they're cloaked, and then it's absolutely amazing. This is not good though. I don't understand how it's not killing them in one volley. It's taking way too long to kill. Anyways, this is our strong side. This is our weak side. We have more stuff on the right side, so we expect to lose one side. That's fine. So, all right, Improved Phoenix is very interesting. Do we go for Improved Phoenix? I want to go for Improved Phoenix. The HP increase is absolutely humongous. But we're already committed into the raise here. So, and we need a lot of techs. We need a lot of upgrades. We can only afford to build raise. Now this will keep around for the Wasp. Right, because if I were him, I would probably start thinking about, should we go Wasp instead? And for us, I mean, still not that much shaft to deal with. It's just, I mean, we can only afford to go more Phantom Rays. We're so poor, we can only go Phantom Rays at this point, so we just continue to go Phantom Rays. Probably one chaff isn't horrible. Like one chaff here, just to kind of run around to do the old trick. Upgrading this that doesn't do anything. Maybe an attack does something. It's just that one level 2 Void Eye. Maybe the attack is better, just because, let's say he goes for the Phoenix. Improved Phoenix, which I think is a good idea. We're not going to be able to hit anything here, I think, with the missile. Or are we? Yeah, it's too far back. Alright. So this is full-on carry Ray, but carry Void Eye, but he has got triple tech. What is this? Okay. Now he's got range. Okay, the range is scary. Legitimately scary. Now I wish we went armor. But remember, we haven't clicked a single tech yet. He's got triple tech versus no tech. And we're already on top of him, even though he has late fangs, but it's only on the right side that we're making any gaining any ground. All right. Let's let him get some false confidence here. We have no techs, so let him think that he's winning. Kind of want to go for like a Wasp Swarm is obviously good. So I think we have to take the Wasp Swarm. I want to go for AA, but we need to go for some techs here. So shield and I think it's just more Phantom Rays. Maybe we'll oil him. But let's look at this damage here. If he goes charge shot, we're gonna be, well, yeah, maybe let's go for the oil instead of the armor, because he can go charge shot pretty easily. And we'll just oil his stuff so they don't move forward. Maybe even throw down a missile. So what do we go for? Do we go for the Mustang AA? Do we go for, probably not, because he's got the storms. Go for Fang AA, right? Or I think it's just better to go for the because he doesn't have shield. It's better to just go for Fort AA here. Looks like the missile is not going to be ideal. Let's get it to shoot here. Okay. It's not horrible, but... Did he click temp range or... Nope. The problem is the chaff clear. Like, we're clearing chaff. He's clearing our Phantom Rays really quick. And, yeah, again, it would be really nice to get some chaff clear. We have 0 chaff clear. And the Void Eyes are absolutely not a joke. You know, you need to, you know, you can't be clearing 100 chaff and expect the Void Eye to win against Void Eyes with range. So, Fort AA, that's absolutely perfect. Probably just split them up normally like this, but problem is, yeah, we don't want these forts to get, might want these forts to be a little bit even further behind here, actually, like this. Because we definitely don't want him to be shooting at our forts from super far away, but we also kind of need fire, right? He's got the extinguisher, unfortunately. Maybe we sell out of this, the Typhoon? No? Okay, this is good. Okay. Got Mustangs with the anti-missile and range, okay. What is that for? Is that for the Stormcrawler with fire? It's got the extinguishers already. It's quite an interesting comp, but I do like how he spent... he only got 2 level 1 Mustangs just for the missile interceptor with range. Most likely one of these 2 technologies is like just a waste. Like, we'll probably be fine without, you know, is it really worth paying 500 range? 500 to get 2 Mustangs with a little bit more range? Like in what scenario is the range going to help him? Right, so maybe, you know, maybe we don't know what we're talking about, and I don't think the Mustangs really intercept that much. But our problem still remains. We don't have any chaff clear. And if he gets charge shot, it's going to be quite bad for our forts. Again, it's a huge round. Okay, photon emission, attack. I don't think attack is doing anything. I think we actually skip here. Smoke is interesting. It makes his units kind of go up a little bit, but our problem now is we kind of need like, we need something with like fire, and he's got the extinguishers. That's the problem, right? So the fire, and you know, he can extinguish our, his range is just way too long. He can extinguish our, I mean, this has, you know, with range, it's 133. He's 135. Maybe we just go arclights with range, because what else can we actually do here? Right, because I was thinking we can go, I think it's just arclights with range here. How many arclights we have? Only 2? It's not good. I think we get another fort though, right? When we start selling out of stuff like this. Problem is there's, you know, yeah, this is not great at all because now our arclights are gonna just gonna get picked off here. It's got EMP storms, okay. Yeah, the problem is these arclights are way too forward. We need some chaff in front. Otherwise, they're just gonna get disabled instantly. And the one unit we don't want to get disabled is the arclight. Okay, so we still have two arclights that are alive. Ideally, we have another arclight here. This arclight is EMP'd. Looks like he's got way more Mustangs here. It's not game, but it's very close. Maybe it's game. Nope. All right. So what can we do here? Okay, it's obviously the Vulcan. All right, so it's just going to be massive war crime Vulcans here. Now he can defend this with the right, kind of. You can easily defend this by going just the extinguisher dogs. Yep. How did he know? How did he know? How did he know? Say that this guy is what you would consider a very, very good player because he already predicted something that we didn't need to do. I think he knows that it's basically our only shot. And boy, oh boy, is he right, but the problem is he only has the extinguisher dogs here. Right, he needs them to be all over. I think he still is going to win this round probably, and this charge shot is going to pretty much one-shot our fortresses. So, I love this guy's play. Probably going to eat the first volley from two of the, Okay, no, it's just one. Okay. This fire is... Hopefully we get fire on the back line. We do. We can get more fire out. That would be nice. Get EMP'd here, unfortunately. How long does the EMP last for? Doesn't say. And that's game. It's absolutely... that's a masterclass on how to play pure Void Eye versus pure Phantom Ray. Granted, though, we did start with a pretty poor pack, but can't really blame it on the poor pack there. And somehow, yeah, he just got too many of these Phantom Rays. Maybe we needed to click oil, actually. All right, let's look at that last round. I think we needed to click oil. I mean, I don't think we win this. I mean, it's 2,400 damage. I don't think you can go factory here because he's got way too much DPS. These Void Eyes are pretty much as good as Phoenixes. All right, so we'll go for the Vulcan. We'll just unlock it. Maybe just go for the Incendiary, and then we have sticky oil bombs everywhere. So the idea is we'll just light the two sides on fire. And we'll let the Phantom Rays kind of take care of the rest. Kind of forgot about clicking this. Maybe another one in the middle. Wonder if we need speed. Speed's probably not horrible. Probably Cloak would be better, but yeah, maybe we go for Cloak here instead of this. So let's go for Cloak. See if the cloak is does anything here, because the Phantom Rays have to cover too much ground. That being said, they stop tanking for the forts, so I'm not sure how much I love the cloak. These guys are super tanky. I'm surprised at how tanky they are. The Fort AA doesn't do that much. We have this many forts. It seems like the oil was actually the trick, but I don't think the cloak did anything. So it's still not enough to kill him, and he just goes more dogs. I think we still end up losing. Let's say we go for the oil, and let's just go for extra HP. We do need the speed though, because we need to get the Phantom Rays over to on top of his Void Eyes, and they're just, the range is too oppressive. 170 range, 150 range, basically just like snipers. 155 range, basically like just flying snipers. The suppression shot, I think, is kind of interesting because it gives it more range. It doesn't really, like, maybe it's not worth the money, but if you have so much invested, it's probably good. So it's interesting that actually it looks like the cloak is actually doing something. All right, so we figure out that cloak and oil, along with Vulcans, might be able to temporarily win around here. So it looks like the whole fort thing is just completely not good. I mean, I was so excited when I saw the fort. And how much did we lose this round? We lost 1100 by going forts. You would have thought that this is like, no, I thought we were going to win the game, but because we had the fort, all right? But they're not exactly like Phoenix. They're not exactly like a Wasp. They're just way tankier than expected, and with the range, they're just, it's kind of hard to deal with. So I think we go with the fire right here. I think we go with the oil as well right here. And I think we want to keep these guys in front. All right. Yeah, the arclight obviously was a huge throw. There's a reason why we never go arclights. This should win just because, you know, everything is on fire. And then you got the oil rays. That being said, it's kind of close. Like nope, it's kind of close because the DPS is just way too much. Problem is, we cannot go for the Wasp, you would imagine, right? Because of all the well, he doesn't have any Mustangs actually right now, so you could go for Wasps, let's say initially, until the Mustangs go out. Then what do you do when he gets the Wasps, the Mustangs out, right? Wasps are kind of going to be in some serious trouble. We could do this. Want to click this, but we don't have the money. So let's say range this. Have him stay in front, maybe? Go for tower range. Problem here is there's the oil is not, the problem with the oil is not solved. And he already has the Mustangs for starting from this round. Mustangs are kind of killing the our Wasps here. Maybe the Wasps should be behind the Phantom Race. Then at least the Phantom Race can tank. So and then the Phantom Rays can burn once there is enough fire. So I think it is the Wasp. It's just that the Wasp needs to be behind. And then we can go fire to kill the Mustangs when he doubles down on the Mustangs. Wait a second. 600. It's not right. Okay, it's 600. So it's 450, 550. Okay. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I still think that I'm surprised at how little the forts did. Could just be like the range thing. It could just be like they were walking a little bit too forward. And then you had the EMP on the storms. It's actually hard to say. It actually works out better with the Wasps in front slightly, just because the Wasp can tank the first shot or the first couple shots. So it's kind of a trade-off here. Yeah, our problem was we didn't get fire. The starting pack was garbage, but it's not an excuse. And it looks like, yeah, Wasp AA is just better than Fort AA, which is very, very surprising. I thought the Fort AA just is so good, but I think it just goes in like at a different time. Maybe the forts needed to be further up. Like maybe, it just didn't seem to do anything. Right? Maybe maybe the forts didn't get into range while these guys were getting shot at. I don't quite remember, but yeah, it's It's quite interesting. This is the first time we've lost to pure Void Eye, and it's the first time we've seen pure Void Eye. Don't think it's super powerful because I think it's easily countered, but we kind of wanted to see like how this would play out. So on this round, let's just see if there's any kind of comeback here. So we lose almost everything. We lose 1800. We could go for this. And why don't we sell out of one of these guys? Can we go for the wasps? We can, but it's not going to be a ton of it's not going to be a ton of. We don't have actually that kind of money even. So we might need to sell out something more substantial, which is not good. Don't really love to sell out of a lot of things here. Why don't we just skip this? All right, no temp range, but we can at least go for temp speed. Let's see how this does. So we lose 1800. Can we come back with wasps? I mean, I don't think so. He's going like mass. Still don't have any fire. He's going just mass Mustangs here. And it looks like the interception is actually, it's intercepting almost everything. So, yeah, it looks like interception is actually huge. That's why the missiles weren't getting through. We're used to always having oil, so it's it feels like we've got our pants down, caught with our pants down here, because usually we always have fire, so we're never worried about this interception thing. So does that mean we need to just go fire on this round? Probably. We need to click oil. We need to click get something for the fire. So I guess we have to sell out of like this guy maybe. Okay. Temp range. Maybe upgrade these guys. Speed? Maybe. All right, this is the kind of fire that we are used to seeing. Can we get a second volley off where we lost this side? Looks like we're able to continue the march forward, the fire march. But it doesn't look like it's quite enough. Wait a second. Where no, okay. The EMP and the storms are also pretty huge. I think just one fire is actually enough here. And we probably don't even need like range or anything. We just need something to set everything on fire. And I think the burst mode actually is maybe a decent option to consider. We will obviously need to go temp range. Maybe just, you know, this guy can kind of walk in there and just start the fire. Maybe just have one fire starter. And maybe like one fang in front. Alright, we could even click speed. Let's get him on the same line as the... So this is a super poor man way of doing it. It's probably not going to be enough once he gets more firehounds. There we go. So for the same cost, I mean, well, for the same effect, we're paying like a fraction of the cost. And the burst mode kind of helps with the interruption of the anti-missile, but it doesn't look like it's enough. So is this round just like lost here? I mean, I remember Cloak actually working. Do we just go more all in on the like the war crimes? It's pretty much the best we can ask for here. There's nothing. The fire is going straight to the back. It's a lot of fire. Doesn't look like it's enough. I think the problem really is the ground units. It's just not enough fire. I'm very unsure how to play this. I guess the only other option is just to do this. Go for the single guy there. Okay. Not sure why the cloak actually does anything. Does it dodge the first shot? Like if it goes into cloak, does it actually dodge the shot? Or is the shot kind of instantaneous? Right? Well, yeah, that's the question. Does it dodge the shot if it goes into cloak? Or maybe what happened? Oh wow. So it is cloak. Maybe it doesn't dodge, but it resets like the targeting. So it's essentially like basically dodging it. Okay, so all right, it's this tech, and this tech. That's what we needed. And I think we just win the game right there. 2600 damage. That's absolutely crazy. That we go from, yeah, we go from like almost a situation where it's like a checkmate to just an insta winning just by clicking cloak. Huh. That is so strange. I would never have thought the cloak did anything. Yeah, so this we already played out. Well, I think we also tried the same thing. It's those same technologies. So we get the Vulcan for free now, but we have to sell out of it because it's well, wait a second. Just go for these two techs. Right, and so really we just need range, really, right? Probably don't even need another one. Could sell out of this guy, probably. Range or incendiary both do the same thing. Incendiary is just better at guaranteeing the fire. All right, we'll go for the defense, maybe a speed, and maybe another phantom ray. Looks kind of similar to before. I think we win by like 600. It's not amazing, or 400, I guess. So at least we win the round, but yeah, I think he might be, this might be the point where we probably lose any future rounds because he just gets more extinguisher dogs. And we probably have to go range, like instead of this. So the fire is not quite igniting the way we want it to ignite. It's not doing that much. So we can go range now, and then we can go for like maybe scorching fire, maybe on a future round. Looks like these techs are just definitely necessary. Speed's probably pretty important here too. The range also kills the that single distraction hound. To the point where it looks like our fire's a little bit, our oil's a little bit better. So this looks a lot better. Just because the Vulcans are actually doing a lot. And the number one counter for what he has on the ground is not really incendiary, it's actually just range Vulcan. So this is the best way to play it. We nearly can win just from that. 23 something. I think he was at 26. Okay, so very close. All right, well, yeah. I'm happy that we lost. I'm happy that we were able to analyze a game like this, because this is something that this is a build that we've never seen before. I think the charge shot is, like, from his perspective, I mean, he already won super hard. I don't think it's worth necessarily replaying it, but I think if he clicks charge shot, it's super good for him. And this technology is just way too good. Yeah, so I think he can win and beat these giants with the charge shot pretty easily. So that means we need like a lot of chaff in front. So we don't really have Fang production, which is kind of something that, you know, we probably would want. Then again, you have the storms kind of firing, and it's mainly the Phantom Rays in front. So yeah, this was super interesting.